happy October. It is the 1st of October as I'm filming this, and I thought what better way to start off the cozy months than have a bit of a cozy kick-off day to the month. The world has listened. It's been raining all day, but I've had nowhere to go, so I'm not complaining. I've just gotten the cozy vibes inside instead. And I thought, seeing as it's a new month, before we dive straight in, we should also talk about September, and we should talk about September faves, because I love a good monthly favourite. So I thought we'd just do a little section of some of my September favourites, and I'll start with beauty. The first thing, I'm gonna insert a picture on the screen because right now there isn't any water in it, so it's just a silicone case. But it is the Sunnyside Skin Ice Gua Sha. You fill the mould with water, you put it in the freezer, then when it's frozen, you've got an ice sculpting tool in the shape of a gua sha. So you can do two things in your skincare routine at once, and I love it. I was very kindly sent it, and I have used it pretty much every day since I've been sent it in September. I feel like it's just the perfect little wake up. I know it's a bit weird me being like, let's get all cozy, and then I'm telling you to put ice on your face, but I actually feel the benefits. And also, don't people say that cold exposure's good or whatever? Like, I'd rather do that than have a cold shower, you know. Another skincare product I'm loving, I'm a dry skin girl, okay, and I need a good moisturizer. The Inkey Omega Water Cream is actually the best moisturizer I've used. I've used this before, but I got it back again in September because for a little bit over summer I was using a more expensive moisturizer, and I was like, it's coming to an end. I currently don't have the facility to take out a loan to buy another one, so let's get the Inkey one again. It's on the floor. That's no way to treat a good moisturizer. So I thought, why not get the Inkey one again? And honestly, it's just great. It gives me a perfect little glow before doing my makeup. It keeps my skin hydrated. What's not to love? Makeup wise, I'm absolutely loving these two products. I won't shut up about them at the moment on TikTok. They were in my favorites last month. They're still very much going strong. It is the Rare Beauty Liquid Contour and the Tower 28 Serum Concealer. They have nothing to do with each other. I just always group them together because I bought them on the same day. But the Rare Beauty Liquid Contour is the perfect, I use it as a bronzer. I just think it's a good undertone for people with pale skin because it gives you some depth, but it also gives you a little bit of warmth without being too orange because it's designed to be a contour. And then the Tower 28 concealer, I just love it. I think because I don't wear foundation on the daily, I just wear concealer. This concealer blends so nicely. It just looks like skin when you've put it on, and it's just so lightweight, but you can also build it to get a bit of coverage, and it's just the perfect product for any makeup I'm doing. And every month at the moment I seem to have a lip combo obsession, and this month is the Makeup by Mario Sculpting Lip Pencil in the shade Hue and the Rhode Peptide Lip Tint in the shade Toast. This is one of the longest lasting lip liners I have tried. I really like the shade. I love the formula. It was sitting in one of my bags for ages, so I literally never used it, and then I was like, hang on a second, I own this lip pencil and it's really good, and it's arguably my favorite. Why have I not been using this? And the Rhode lip tint is the perfect thing for me at the moment. It's the perfect lip product because it's getting cold, so I want something that keeps my lips moisturized, but I also want something that's a bit of color, and it does both really well. I've got some non-makeup related things I need to talk to you about as well. This book in particular, I read every single Richard Osman book that exists back in, I want to say May or June. I just started it. I got obsessed. I've been waiting for this book ever since it came out in September. I had it on pre-order. It arrived. I read it in 2 days. I would have read it in one, but I had to socialize, so I read it in 2. Don't be fooled. It looks big, but the text size is quite huge. Honestly, when I was reading this, because the book is big and the text is big, after I'd read this for like 3 hours straight, I picked up my phone. I was like, my phone is so tiny. I don't know why, it just felt so weird. I just love Richard Osman's style of writing. I'm now sad that because I'm caught up, I need to wait like another year until the next one. For me, I love a mystery book, but I'm not a violence person at all. I don't want it to be scary. I don't want a psychological thriller. I still think about ones that I've read years ago. It's not my vibe. Whereas the Richard Osman books, they give me a good mystery. Like, there's a lot going on that I can actually use my brain and try to figure out. I've not figured out any of them so far, but in a way that's even better because then I get the like mind-blowing moments. But it's also like witty. It's classic British, like witty, sarcastic humor, which I love. They're just my favorite series. I might even reread them because I read before this book there were 4 in the first series and 1 in a second, so I read those 5 books within like a week, and I've barely read anything since. And then I've read this, and it just really got me back in the mood to read and not be sat on my phone the whole time. So this was my book favorite, my single book that I read, but it's the first full book I've read in a long time. If you have any any other book recommendations, I would love them because I want to be a cozy autumn reader girl, but I don't know what to read. I'm currently reading Hotel Avocado by Bob Mortimer because I love Bob Mortimer. I think it's a murder mystery. I'm still slightly confused if I'm honest, but it's chilled. I'll report back next month. Either it will be in the favourites or there'll be a little caveat going, don't read that. My homeware this month, I've loved it. I mean, I've just kind of loved everything I've bought for the flat this month, so I can't really list every single thing. Candles that I have the same scent in every room. I had a backlog of candles. I just love that my house has a smell now, like a nice scent, that when I walk into my home, that's what I'm smelling, and I really like it. They're the honey and tobacco candles from Ambustem. I've got 3 of the mini ones. It sounds like a weird combination, but it's so nice because it's sweet but not too sweet. I don't know how to describe it because now to me it just smells like home. I'm like, guys, it just smells like my house. And then I'm bringing my tea back for this. I thought we could just do a little catch up on September before we move into the October section, because honestly, I sat down earlier and I was like, nothing much has happened in September. That's a lie. The main thing is because I live by myself now, which is a huge thing. And I knew that had happened. I obviously knew that had happened. But then I felt that nothing had happened apart from that because my brain was just consumed with the flat. But I love that. And that in itself is a huge thing to celebrate. And I've actually realised that there have been a lot of things happening for me work-wise this month. Even if I've not necessarily hit the goal that I wrote down on paper, I've still made progress towards it. And I think it's just really helpful to have those moments where you realise I'm actually doing quite well. I'm doing quite well for myself. I'm having fun. It's been a good month overall. I've felt pretty creative. I've felt a lot of time freedom, which is fun. I've worked with some wonderful people. I've been able to do things like this. I've got on my YouTube game. I've got 2 videos out in September, which is just so exciting to me. TikTok is really fun. I'm like loving my little corner of the internet over there at the moment. So I think there's just been a lot of really good things. It just might not necessarily be the things that are shouting in your face as a good thing, if that makes sense. And now I think we can embrace October. So I'm gonna write down some goals. I've got a food shop coming, which I think is always the start of a new month, even if there's not that much in it. There's a few extra things to go in my very empty fridge. It's really weird. Nobody tells you about the fridge situation when you live by yourself. Nobody would. But I've gone from having one shelf in a fridge for maybe 3 years, 3 years. I now have a whole fridge. I have about 5 things in my fridge. So anyway, I've got a food shop because my car's broken down. So I was gonna go do a big shop, but alas, I'll be back and we can chat about October. Okay, I'm excited for October. I'm excited for Q4 in general. When it's the start of a new quarter, I don't know why, there's just something about it. For me, October is going to be a big work month, big content work month. For context, I am a makeup artist, but I also really want to get into the content side of the beauty industry and the creative industry. And so TikTok has been a big part of my daily work routine for the past couple months. I've been posting a few times a day, every day for the past 2 months, 2 and a bit months. I would love to grow my platform over there and here on YouTube, and also get back on Instagram because I've kind of neglected her a little bit, but that's where I get the majority of my clients, so I can't just leave her because I'm having more fun elsewhere. Q4 is a big season for marketing as well, and so being able to get into the content side of things for Q4 would be amazing for me. That would be so fun. Work with some brands, work on some content projects. I think aside from work, I know there's like the great lock-in at the moment on TikTok, and there was Winter Arc last year. I think there's just something about winter when we're indoors, no one's creating social plans, it's likely raining. It makes me just want to sit on my laptop and change my entire life every single day. And then it's actually just following through on the plans. So October is definitely big work, big content month, and I'm excited that I can take you along with me for the whole month, which will be really fun. Think all things cozy vlogs. Again, I need to get my reading up there. I've got my baking. What else can we be doing? Working. Just me sat on my laptop 24/7. But if there's anything you'd like to see over here, then do let me know. But for now, I'll leave you be. I want to hear all about your October plans though, what you've got going on, what you're working towards, what your September favourites were. Just give me everything. Give me a rundown, and I'll see you again soon.